reactivate the camera. I'm trying to keep these things under 10 minutes so that YouTube doesn't decide to go all conniption fit on me.
You can go at least 15 minutes now, and they have no problem.
You can go to 10 hours.
Yeah.
A little caution now and again kept the sheep out of the wolf's den, I say.
Yes, I get that.
All right.
Cosplaying as an adult.
Yeah, they really have changed it.
Next up we have cosplaying as an adult. Next up we have cosplaying as an adult. Is it possible? Well, I'm definitely. A number of us here are testament to that. I myself am dressed up as Henry Townsend, the protagonist from the horror survival game Silent Hill 4. I have dressed up as an OC character, original character that I created, one David Cardigan. Rather interesting fellow. Put on a big black cowboy hat, a long coat, a little package for my Duel Monsters cards.
Is that what's common nowadays?
What?
Never mind. Let's see here. Add to that some Horatio Kane-esque sunglasses, and bam. Although as an adult, we're still on a budget. Okay, Agent?
Well, for me, is it possible? Well, yeah, actually. I'm sure you guys have seen some people around. In particular, have any of you seen the Master Roshi that was around earlier? Is it possible? Yes. In fact, if you're at a certain age, you don't have to go for the facial hair or some of the other features that you'd otherwise have to spend a lot of time. You already got that. You just supplement it, and it can actually end up being cheaper. And for me, is it possible? Well, apparently so, because earlier today I was making sure that nobody went in early for a panel room, and there were actually this big family that brought their kids over to have photos with me because I was dressed as Sub-Zero. And we were talking about how, yeah, this kid needs to get an education, play the original Mortal Kombat, make sure he gets on that. He's like, yeah, I'll do that. And so is it possible? Yes, in fact, in some ways it actually gets better.
Just like a fine wine.
Yes, you better believe it.
So I have to confess that I've never really been much of a cosplayer, even when I was younger. But certainly there are many people who continue to do it, and I think that's great. And if that's what they like to do, then that's a good thing. But I can't speak on this particular subject a whole lot myself because I'm not really into cosplay.
All right. And so,
Go ahead.
All right. And so, for the sake of making sure that we get a fair play with all the questions, we're going to do 2 per, but if you don't get a turn, stick around, go for the next question. And so, all right, so let's hear it. Anybody want to tackle this one? All right.
The young lady right there.
And I picked a good time to show up. Who was at cosplay test earlier today for the main game?
Well, yeah.
You were in the game, weren't you?
Yeah. So
I was the little sister,
there.
if you can believe that. I actually ran a panel yesterday, which is about cosplay research. So yes, cosplay actually gets better as you get older. I'm actually doing a PhD dissertation about cosplay and why we cosplay. Need input.
I've seen your stuff.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, so cosplay does get better as you get older. You just take it from a level of just being fun and loving to dress up to, wow, you can actually do this as a job and get paid to go to panels and go to conventions and research it academically and look at it from a brainy perspective and not just, hey, I love to make costumes, but we're going to change the world with science. But yeah, I've been doing cosplay for 10 years. Redley's cosplay, if anyone knows it, probably not. But yeah, I think it gets better as you get older because you get more brain cells to look at it from a really intuitive, deep perspective. Why do I cosplay? Why do I pick certain characters the way that I do? It's not just because it's fun, it's because I feel a real deep connection. So yeah, cosplay gets better with age.
Right.
Oh, you had a hand shoot up like a cowboy in the sky. Let's go.
Come on up.
I love the smell of stuff like this.
Okay, so I'm actually fairly new to cons. This is only my second time coming. My friends really got me to come to do a group cosplay from a not very well-known manga called Alice in the Country of Hearts. And they wanted somebody to do Ace. Like, oh, I gotta carry a big sword. Awesome. Not awesome, have to shave off my beard. But now that I look at it, starting to get out to the workforce, out of school, building up a little money, it's like, now I can really go into really characters I love. And when it comes to the characters I love, Jet Black, Shallow Bebop. He's one of the reasons I really got into anime. That show, all around. The whole line, Black Dog Serenade. This ship is my ship, this arm is my arm. I don't need instructions. That character who's really just hardcore, gritty, but still very loyal. And it's like, I really see myself in this character. So now I'm looking at, man, I can keep my beard. Yeah, I got to shave off the hair a little bit, no problem. I can build myself a metal arm. It's because of the connection that you really build with the character, feeling that love, but knowing that it's on a greater level, and that you really do have now time, maybe a little bit more resources than when you were in college and having to scrape around on student loans or whatever you have. So now, as you're getting older, yeah, it's kind of harder now as you get more responsibilities and stuff like that. But once you really show the passion to maybe the other people in your lives that maybe are like, why are you doing this? This is a kiddie thing. This is not an adult thing. It's like, no, this is a passion. This is something that's important to me. It's something that really is part of my life. That's when you really start to build that. That is why cosplay can be a very good thing, and why it can be a very, I hate to use the word healthy, but it kind of sounds like that.
All right.